The haves and the have-nots have returned. Y'all. Alright, so I'm back, y'all. What's going on? How everybody doing? How long we waited for Katherine and them to come back? Right? And them motherfuckers is back. I mean, like, all the way back. Alright, so let's do this review. This is new for me, so y'all bear with me. My bun and I are back to do the haves and the have-nots. Alright, so the episode starts out with Katherine and Veronica, right? So they in the kitchen and shit. And Veronica's ass is shook. I mean, like, shivering bitch shook. And Katherine, you know, Katherine nonchalant, like, ain't nothing even happened. Like, she just blew Jennifer Salison's ass all the way away in the damn living room, right? So anyway, Veronica all running around scared. She don't know what the hell to do, right? She trying to get out the house. She trying to, she tried the front door, then she tried the back door. Katherine unlocked her ass in the house and disconnected the phone. Then Katherine comes downstairs like, what's wrong with you? And Veronica over there like, oh, Katherine, she don't know what to do, right? So, then she must have forgot. Veronica must have forgot who the hell Katherine Cryer is, right? So Katherine is, you know, telling Veronica, man, pretty much you are an evil, conniving, wicked bitch. And now all this shit is catching up with you, with your ass. Like, how did Veronica ever think she was going to be able to do that to Wyatt and get away with it? But see, be careful what you do, because now she done messed with the wrong one. Katherine is on that ass all the way. So they in the kitchen or whatever, and excuse me, I'm still dealing with my voice, still kind of weird. But anyway, so they in the kitchen, and you know, Veronica trying to convince Katherine to let her call the police and all that. Katherine like, hell no, we ain't calling no damn police. You want some tea? You know, so she goes and she's fixing her tea or whatever. Then the knife comes out, and the look on Veronica's face, I swear, in all the episodes of this show, I've been watching this show since it came on, never seen Veronica that damn scared. So anyway, so that was that scene or whatever with Katherine and Veronica start out or whatever, right? So then we move on to Candace down at the campaign, what was the campaign headquarters, and she done beat the hell out of Brandon Oscar with the pipe, right? She done cracked the man in the head with the pipe and everything, right? She want her money back because, you know, War is on that ass for that money. Although, you know, we know War locked up or whatever, but Candace already know War don't play no games. So she desperate trying to get that money that Brandon Oscar done help David recover, right? So then so they fighting or whatever, they going back and forth with the pipe. She took that pipe and whacked the hell out of him in his little stuff. She whacked the hell out of his gonads with that damn lead pipe. I was like, oh my God. Candace is ruthless, man. I swear. But she brought it on herself. She created that whole situation for herself. And that's what she get for thinking she's so far above reproach, you know. But anyway, so they tussling back and forth. And then Brandon Oscar gets control of her and is telling her, look, I got this mark, and I can get you, instead of this little petty little 4 million you trying to get back, I can get you hundreds of millions, because I got this mark. And it's a guy, and you could help me out with this or whatever. Candace ain't trying to hear that shit. And what was funny is when they fell through the glass, right? They was tussling, they fall through the glass or whatever. Candace wasn't expecting that. But anyway, so yes, he's like propositions her to help him with his new mark. So, like I said, she ain't trying to hear that shit. She just want her damn money back because, again, war is on that ass. So she, she runs out or whatever. She ain't trying to hear that, whatever that Brandon Oscar talking about, right? So then Jeffrey's at the hospital with old Wyatt Pooh, right? They so in love. They in love. But anyway, and while he's there with Wyatt Poogie Poo, Jeffrey's little boyfriend calls, the cop, the little cop or whatever, the little white boy cop that is on the low creeping or whatever, but he love him some Jeffrey. So anyway, that's Jeffrey's little boo thing. So he calls and they rapping over the phone like, little boyfriend, little cop boyfriend telling Jeffrey, I can't get in the backyard because there's cops everywhere. And he like, Jeffrey, tell me what happened. And damn, Jeffrey spilled the beans. That poor Jeffrey. He don't know which end is up. And thanks to Veronica's ass. Veronica done messed that boy up so damn bad. But anyway, I don't feel sorry for Jeffrey. I mean, maybe a little, because Veronica treated him so badly. But anyway, so he definitely ain't built for this type of situation that he done got himself in by doing the 187 on Quincy with Candace, right? So anyway, he spills the beans and tells Boo Thing, cop boyfriend Boo Thing, what he was like, I stabbed him. He told me him and Candace stabbed him, and he wanted to call the police, but Candace said no, blah blah blah, whatever, right? So then boyfriend Boo Thing say he gonna call him back, right? So they get off the phone, and that was pretty much that. And then old Wyatt Pooh wakes up, right? Wakes up from his slumber of I don't know how long. Cause remember last season when he was in a hotel and they thought he was dead, he was laid up across that bed for 24 hours before anybody realized he was still alive. Anyway, Wyatt finally wakes up out of his slumber or whatever from his overdose, and Jeffrey, like the heavens done opened up because his boo woke up, right? All right, cool. So then we got Benny and Hannah, right? They at the house, the house that Candace got for Benny, and they sitting there at the table, and Hannah's basically, Benny all in his feelings and sulking, and got his lip poked out because of everything that went on with Candace, because he was ride or die for Candace. Like he that's his sister, so he was riding with her, which that's understandable. But it got to a point where I was like, Benny just was dumb about a lot of stuff. Like he just let Candace tell him whatever, and he believed it. But when you loyal to a person like that, you never know what you're gonna do, and Benny believed her. So anyway, they they get a knock on the door. And lo and behold, it's Candace, right? So they probably thought it was the people coming to evict them out the house. But it's Candace, so she moseys on in there, not knowing that Hannah's there. And so, of course, they get into it, Hannah and Candace, like they always do. And, Candace had said she was going to turn herself in to make sure they could stay, make sure Benny could stay in the house or whatever. And then as soon as she said that, Benny looking at her like, oh, really? You going to turn yourself in? You know Benny. So anyway, Candace realizes then at that point that Hannah is there. And, they getting into it. They going back and forth. And Hannah's like, you old lying bitch. And Candace is basically like, I can't stand you, bitch. And, their relationship is very adversarial. So anyway, that's that. And then Hannah says, because they was taught, Benny like, I'm not going to let my sister go to jail. And Hannah's like, well, if she don't go to jail for falsifying the damn documents for this house, she gonna go to jail for Quincy. So, of course, that took Candace by surprise, because she thinks she got everything sewn up. So anyway, Hannah drops the Quincy bomb, and that was that. So then we got David Harrington, and he meets up with the young dude or whatever that's running for president. And I see how, it ain't no coincidence that they had this young black handsome guy, on there running for president. That's clearly fashioned after Barack, right? But anyway, that was cute how they threw that in there. He was a real handsome little young guy running for president. That was real cute. TP2.com. So then, they talking back and forth or whatever. Him and Charles. Charles was his name. The presidential candidate. So they was talking back and forth, right? And then we got baby girl, Shapata Twee, over at the bar. I can't remember her name, but we just gonna name her Shapata Twee. Whatever. So they at the bar, they kicking it, and then David gets a call from Jim. Jim's still locked up or whatever. So David's like, you need to apologize to Judge Hawthorne or whatever. Of course, Jim's old arrogant ass like, I ain't apologizing to that nigga. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And David's like, you need to go ahead and do that or whatever. And, then David's like, all right, well, I'll apologize to his ass. So but of course, it's because Jim needs something. So Jim says, all right, I'm going to apologize to him, but I need you to get Warwick. I need you to get Warwick out. So David say he going to get his man Wally on War. Get Wally to get War out of the slammer, out the clink, right? Out the penitentiary, whatever, right? So, that was that. And, then let's see what else we got happen. Then Candace, they show, once Candace had left the house with Benny and Hannah, she floats on by her crib and sees all the police floating around outside and shit, whatever. And then they back at the Cryer estate with Veronica and Katherine. And clearly Katherine been over it, right? But you see how like Veronica's still trying to play like she don't, trying to be coy with her. Like, oh, Katherine, I can't believe all of this is going on. I didn't mean to hurt Wyatt. I would never intentionally hurt Wyatt. I love Wyatt, blah, blah, blah. But Katherine, you know Katherine ain't hearing that shit. Katherine been done clean Veronica's clock. Like, Katherine is like, look, just cut the bullshit, okay? I mean, just cut. What happened? How did you do what you did to my son? Why did you do what you did to my son? Who was it in there with him, right? And so Veronica, you know, she's still trying to bullshit her way through it. And once again, we got Katherine with the knife, right? But wait a minute, hold up. We gonna get to the knife again in a second. But Katherine pulled all Veronica's cards. Like, you know, Katherine told Veronica, your mother was a whore. Your daddy was with the numbers racket and the women. And she was, you know, Veronica, poor girl from the projects, whatever. All her siblings, all Veronica's siblings, I guess, how many was it? Five or so siblings can't stand her ass. I mean, and she let her have it and told her about, you know, she pulled her cards on how she needed how she got the scholarship from Katherine's daddy, how Veronica had to get the scholarship from Katherine's daddy. And she was like, Katherine said, we know what you had to do to get that scholarship. And by that time, my daddy was old and my daddy was old and wrinkled. And Lord have mercy, Veronica just and then the stuff about the Veronica being in debt with the banks, you know, because Veronica pranced around like she got it like that, this, that, and the other. But Katherine wasn't a bitch to mess with, clearly, because Katherine is on that ass. I mean, like my people say, like stink on shit. Katherine is on Veronica's ass. So, and basically Katherine, like, you could, I please, I dare you, like, fuck with me if you want to, you know, cause this ain't nothing sweet. And that's the problem. Veronica kept sitting back thinking shit was sweet, like she had everything under control and everything was on lock. But Katherine, Katherine gathered that bitch, like, all the way together, got her ass all the way together. And you know, and of course Veronica kept pleading her case, talking about she just wanted to scare Wyatt because he was going to go to the DA about the cover up that all of them had conspired in and all of that. And Veronica was like turning to Patti LaBelle, talking about some, you are my friend. Please. Anyway, then here we go with the knife. That's when after Katherine read Veronica all the way from the front cover to the back, the knife comes out again, and she slashed Veronica with the knife. Lord, I knew something was going to happen with that knife, because earlier on in the show, she had that knife out and she was hacking up them lemons. I knowed it. Yeah, so anyway, I can't wait, like, to see what's about to happen on down the line with this, because yeah, if I could say it's one show that I really actually enjoy, is this Have and the Have-Nots, because I mean, I watch all the other, like, reality shows and, you know, Love and Hip Hop and Black Ink Crew Die, all that, yada yada yada. But, and that's supposed to be reality TV, but we know most of the time it's scripted, you know. But this show right here, of course we know it's scripted, and we can watch it with peace of mind. Like, of course we know it's scripted. That way we can just kind of watch it and enjoy it for what it is, versus that Love and Hip Hop BS with all that daggone Yandy and And Yandy talking about some, we we committed ourselves to each other in front of God and our friends and family, and I ain't send the paperwork off. Girl, okay. But anyway, y'all, that was the Have and the Have Nots, season 4, episode 1, A Cup of Tea. And what I want y'all to do is go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think about these reviews. This is my first time out the gate with this sort of type of thing, and I figured I'd just try it, you know. Why not? So go ahead, jump down there in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. What was y'all? Did I miss something? Bring it to my attention if I overlooked it in the episode. Let me know y'all perspectives, how y'all feel about Miss Veronica and Katherine, because we know that's about the we barely scratched the surface with this episode. So y'all let me know how y'all feel. And as always, like I said, like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more of me. All right, y'all. That's it. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.